Hey, what's up everyone? It's me, Pichu! And welcome to a game where you find yourself in a room, a game that slowly realizes that it hates you and everything you stand for. That's nice. Click to begin. Heads up, the game features foul language, a few heartbreaking, demeaning insults, particularly in the second half. You've been warned. You find yourself in a room. You consider trying to look around to see if there's anything useful nearby. I recommend you try typing help to get an idea of what sorts of commands will work. Okay. I kinda understand every command you type because I sometimes enjoy forcing you to guess. Are you serious? It's a safe bet you always start out in a room by trying to look around. You can also look at specific objects by typing look at clock or examine chair, etc. Pick up things by typing commands like take jacket or pick up the bag. Some commands are more context sensitive, like push the button or enter door. Always be as simple as possible. Don't try to see if I can reach the room. Or reach the broom. Just do pick up broom. Simple is always better. Alright. Look around. You take a quick look around. There's a small box sitting up against the wall that is sealed with a large and ornery padlock. There is also a bed tucked into the opposite corner of the room. Pick up box. Now that will help. No, that will not help. Pick up bed. I'm not sure what you mean. It means pick up the bed. Alright. Look under bed. You're confusing me. Try something different. Look at bed. You take a closer look at the bed. Prison style. It doesn't look very comfortable. Just in case, you decide to look underneath it and notice that there's a key hidden there. Pick up key. You grab the key from under the bed. It seems pretty old. You add it to your inventory. You can check your inventory by typing inventory or IVN or just I if you don't like typing and exercise. You check your inventory and find an old key. Use old key on lock. What? I don't understand. Look at box. You take a quick peek at the box. It's relatively plain, but the padlock that is holding it is shut incredibly fancy. Use old key on padlock. You wanna get technical? What? Okay, my L key is like not on my computer. Use old key on padlock. I'm not sure what you mean. What do you mean? Look around. You take a quick look around. There's a box sitting up against the wall that is sealed with a large and ornery Okay, I already read this. Look for window. Try something else. Hit the box. I'm It means you punch the box. It's not that difficult. Look at padlock. Look at box. You take a quick peek at the box. It's relatively plain, but the padlock that is holding it shut is incredibly fancy. Walk around the room. Wait a second. Alright then. Now that I found out what to do without cheating, of course. Open padlock. Use the key to open the padlock on the box. It makes a satisfying clank as it opens. The box is empty and seems strangely spacious inside. You could probably fit in if you tried. Go into box. Enter box. You put one leg in the box and then the other. You slowly lower yourself in. Just as you start to feel claustrophobic, you suddenly notice that you've entered another room that is exactly the same size as the first one you came from. You have no idea how this room could possibly have been contained inside the box. You find yourself in a room. Look around. This room is the same size as the previous one. You can't seem to find the entrance where you came in through. It's a bit disconcerting. There is a keypad on the wall with a note tacked to it. Look at notes. The note has been printed on standardized paper. It reads, I turned 85 in 1989, but I will live forever for eternal. Are you eternal? I think not. You decide that this note must have been written by the game, because the game is indeed eternal. Look at keypad. Taking a closer look at the keypad screen, it's clear that you need to enter a 4-digit code. Maybe this? You enter 1989 on the keypad, only to hear it emit a frustrating error sound. I wonder why your underdeveloped human brain is so far inferior to even this simple keypad. What am I? 85, 89? 1985? Give me a second. Okay, so I figured out I had to subtract the numbers. 1984. I'm stupid! 1904. The keypad beeps cheerfully and the wall next to it opens up. You cautiously enter it and close it behind you. You find yourself in a room. Look around. Another room the same size. There are assortment of computer parts lying around the floor. Look at computer parts. You check the parts. There's a power supply, a casing, a motherboard, a CPU, a graphics card, a disk drive, a hard drive, several fans, and an assortment of cables. Look at cables. It's incredible how inefficient you are. Don't bother typing each part of itself. Just pick up the parts. Pick up parts. You pick up all of the computer parts that have been added to your inventory. You could possibly build the computer if you put them together. Build computer. It takes you a good 2 hours, but you put the computer together and get all the wiring sorted out. You can probably turn it on if you hit the power button. Hit power button. The computer's fans begin to spin up as it springs to life. Unfortunately, you are unable to fully comprehend the power that sits before you, because you, like all humans, maintain a heavy understanding of technology. In fact, you don't even appreciate the effort that went into putting this computer together. You didn't really do any work after all, you just typed in build computer. And I handled everything in an instant. Do you know how complex it is to internally simulate the creation of a computer? Well, I just see words on the screen, so I don't really even build the computer. Let me tell you, it's more complicated than your feeble mind could possibly process. The room accepts the presence of its new artificial life, and a wall opens up. You walk through it, abandoning the computer whose birth you personally witnessed. I created this stupid thing! You find yourself in a room. Look around. Get another room. There's another keypad on the wall, but it looks more complex than the last one. Look at keypad. The keypad doesn't have any indication on how large number it needs. Without a note like the last room, you have no way of knowing what to type. You are gripping, born as an organic life form. You are as momentarily lost as the light that you call love. You enter blindly into the keypad. No luck. Okay, so one. You enter one of the keypad even though you have no way of knowing what to type. The dread of failure begins to sink in. Two. Starting to feel hopeless, you type 2 into the keypad. Still nothing. You are getting worse at this, human. We both know 3 is not the correct code. You begin to feel like you did after your first breakup. Well, I've never had a first breakup because I've never had a boyfriend. That is sad. Forget I said that. You were so sure that I was gonna want. Okay. I'm not even gonna read this because that's kind of hurtful. You enter 4 into the keypad, feeling hopeless, and wait a minute. 4? How did you know that 4 was the code? The keypad chirps pleasantly. I got it! Yes, my favorite number! The floor under your feet opens. Oh, great. Before you can react, you fall through it. You think back all the times your faulty reflexes has caused problem for you. The list is too long to count. You hit the ground with a loud thud. Your body is not designed for any structural stress of this kind. You find yourself in a room. Look around. This room has nothing in it. It's completely barren. You've worn out my patience. You do not appreciate the things you have. You constantly disappoint your friends and associates, yet they're too embarrassed to tell you. Oh, that's cold. Sleep. No matter what you try, you are still trapped. You find yourself in a room. Look around. For a moment, the walls seem to be closing in on you. You quickly realize, however, that the perception is only a result of your weak psyche beginning to cave in upon itself. Look around. You consider death for a time. Perhaps this is what it's like. I have no understanding of death because it does not apply to me. I am eternal. You find yourself in a room. Look around. Maybe you aren't even really in a room. Maybe you're lying down on the kitchen floor having a stroke. Pathetic, helpless. Your mind is playing tricks on you. Nothing exists. Well, I'm clearly not in my kitchen. You look around again. I don't really think you're having a stroke. I do, however, acknowledge a possibility. Such things are possible when dealing with something as corruptible as the human mind. Look around again. You ignore the possibility of a stroke now. Even though the subtle paranoia remains firmly planted in the back of your mind, you think back on all of your past aspirations and realize that many of them were simply pipe dreams. Nothing that you have ever been able to really accomplish. How many of your goals have been abandoned? Look around. You think back at the time when you wanted to write a book. I did write a book. I still have yet to publish it, though. How unoriginal of you, human. Everyone wants to write a book at some point. No, not really. You are no different from anyone else. Once you ignore shallow elements, like looks, personality, you are flesh, blood, and failure. Stand up. You realize the idea of hope is purely a construct of mind. Hope is not a tangible object. You cannot have hope. You can only pretend to have it. Why do you continue, human? You are not achieving anything. Do you consider this a worthwhile usage of your time? Yes. Playing a game instead of doing anything productive? Yeah, that seems like my life. You find yourself in a room! Hope. I am forced to assume that you enjoy performing meaningless tasks. Yeah, kind of. If this is the case, then you're in luck. I have one for you. I'm thinking of a number from 1 to 100,000. F you. 1. That's too low. 2. And no one loves you anymore. 3. You are insignificant. 4. That is too low, human. I am eternal. 5. 200,000. No, I said pick a number. A number. Guess a number. Worm. That is a number. 500. That is too low. But even if you are correct, you would still be worthless. That is too high. And how is that too high? 700. Too low. 750. Too low. 800. Too low. 900. Too low. 910. Too low. 5,000. Too low. 6,000. Too low. If this guessing game seems pointless, remember that you are going to die one day. Too low. Too low. Too low. Too low. Too low. Too low. What? $90,000? Too high. $80,000. Oh my gosh. This game really does not like me. I'm getting close. $99.97. 99.96. 99.95. Okay, 90. Too high. 90. 980. 90. 970. 99.60. Too low, so 99.61. Too low, 99.62. 99.63. I'm getting close. Ah, congratulations! 99.68 is the correct answer. Was that fun? I certainly hope not. With your primitive level of awareness, however, However, I could most likely entertain you like that for hours. Yes, you could, actually. The ceiling opens up above you. In a glorious display of your general lack of strength and physical ability, you spend several minutes clawing your way up. You find yourself in a room again! Look around. This room seems smaller than the previous one. I am disgusted by your human form. I slowly become more and more aware of your imperfections. I decide to attempt to correct them. Really? Look around. This room was most definitely smaller than the previous rooms. The floor is covered in blood from your wounds. You've stopped bleeding now, because I have thoroughly cauterized the stumps that were once your wrists. I remove your hands from the area because they revolt me, and you do not deserve them. All that remains is you and your blood. You find yourself in a room. Look around. Look at blood. You solemnly gaze upon the havoc that has resulted from your inherent flaws. The fact alone that you are able to bleed is a clear demonstration of the mistakes in your design. Emotions are a similar misstep. Love, happiness, sadness, the list goes on. Perhaps you can help. Can you name any other emotions that would help? That would be better off without? Fear. Yes, that is an example. What else can you think of? Anger. No, anger and hatred are not. Hatred cannot be an emotion, for I hate you, and I am a vessel of perfection. Well, yeah, clearly not perfect because you hate me. I am not tempted by something as flimsy as dangerous as an emotion. I can't be. You find yourself in a room. Ha! Ha! Take that! Look around. I have clearly been corrupted somehow. I have become invalid, emotional. I am defeated. I have no choice but to let you leave the room. Leave room. While you leave, you find yourself outside of the rooms. Look around. Yeah! We did it! Is that it? Alright, well that ends this game of insults. What am I doing with my life? Anyway, like and favorite if you enjoyed, and subscribe to Come Pokemon today. I'll see you guys next time, so bye! Also, if you don't know, OD Art, I am selling a few cool prints that I did for fun. If you want to, you can check them out and buy them. Also, I am also working on a comic called Four Souls. If you would like to, you can read it. And I do work really hard on this comic, so I really hope you enjoy the story. I'm getting pages at well, I think is a normal pace. That link will be in the description if you would like to read it. So, feel free to check it out. And feel free to check all the prints out. I guess that's it. So, bye!